Hi guys. So first off, I do want to apologize for the weird lighting. I have as many lights on as possible, but it is very gloomy outside today. So there's one directly above my head, which is why you can see kind of weird shadows on my face. But anyways, I do want to film today since I am not working today. It's the weekend. And as you can tell by the title of this video, what I want to talk about today is like different ways that we communicate with our students in the special education realm, as well as I do have a couple of visuals that I brought from the classroom to show you guys kind of how we communicate. But then I also want to talk about different ways that we deal with behaviors. If I don't get to that, well, I will kind of just give you guys a short idea of how we deal with behaviors in our classroom. And I can make another video later on, not necessarily maybe today, but another day, if not today, to kind of explain to you like our behavior plans, like in more detail. So first of all, I want to tell you that we do use a lot of visual tools to help us communicate with our students, because a lot of our students, as I have mentioned in the past, do fall on the autism spectrum, or they have some sort of autism spectrum disorder. We also have students that, for whatever reason, maybe they have a developmental disability, they might not really be very developed as far as their verbal speaking skills. And so that's why we use a lot of the visual communication tools that we use. So for example, we have this book. As you can see, it has a lot of things on it. But I just want to take some of these off of here. These are all Velcroed, by the way. So these are different things we can communicate with our students. Sorry, I probably should have done that part before I started the video. So we do a lot of first then. So let's say, for example, we are going outside as a class, or the student wants to go outside for recess. So let's say it's story time. So on our communication tool, we would use this. So first story time, then outside. So it allows us to show our students what it is that we are trying to communicate with them. We also have like a table, we have a walk, we have another walking, we have toys for like playtime, we have sit. I have actually two of the reading ones on here. Jackets, a toilet, which we use this a lot because a lot of our younger students especially are not potty trained, and so they need to be reminded to go to the bathroom, or we need to go change them. And then there's a little boy. This is not a student. This is just a picture from the internet of playtime. So let's say, for example, we need to try to have our students go to the bathroom before recess. So you would take this off, and we could then put the bathroom, toilet, which most of them are very good about it. We also do have a visual communication tool in our bathroom, because we do have a bathroom in our classroom for our students' use, obviously. And so in the bathroom, we have like, are you wet? Do you need to go to the bathroom? Do you need to be changed? And we will show them those visuals as well. So let's say we're not going outside, maybe it's playtime. So then we would say first bathroom, then, and I put this up a little bit higher than we normally would, but first bathroom, then playtime. Or maybe we're going outside, so we would want to change it to first jackets, then outside. So you kind of get the gist of it, and we have a whole bunch of Velcro on the back just to keep our extra ones because, you know, you may need to use this throughout the day for many different reasons, not necessarily the same things. And so we have a bunch of different cards on here that can help us communicate. You know, it is what it is. So I'm trying to just put this back while I'm talking to you guys, but each of us in the room has one of these. We also have, certain students have their own particular communication boards, not necessarily a first then, but one student that I work with a lot has their own communication board where that particular student is able to point to something that they need, and we are able to ask that student, you know, what's wrong? And then show them their communication tool, and they can point and tell us what's wrong. Sometimes they don't really know what's wrong, or maybe there's nothing wrong and, you know, they don't respond, but you know, it's a good tool to have. We also use a lot of these stop signs. Our students tend to react well to these. If there's a spot in the classroom where we don't want them to go, sometimes we will tape up a stop sign to that area. So for example, like the teacher's desk, our students are not allowed to touch the desk simply because sometimes there's papers up there, or there's stuff that is being graded, or stuff that needs to go home to parents. We will put a stop sign on the teacher's desk, and then the student knows, stop, that's not for you, or whatever the case may be. We also have one that I didn't bring that is a stop, but it doesn't say stop. So it's a stop sign, but on the inside it says, do not throw toys. And usually what we do with that one, because a lot of our younger kids do throw toys because they don't really know how to communicate. So the throwing toys is part of a behavior. And so we use that a lot, and we will usually say, we don't throw toys as we're showing them that visual. A couple of our students, this is their very first year in the class. A couple of the students are from last year as well. But, you know, it's just kind of a process of trying to work with them on communication and helping them communicate in a way that is, you know, conducive to learning, but also something that they're able to do. Like I said, these visuals don't always work. It kind of is dependent on the student. But yeah, sometimes it's just kind of, you go with the flow and you try to do your best. And this video is actually kind of long enough, so I don't think I'll even go into any detail about like how we deal with behaviors in the classroom or anything like that. But you can stay tuned for a future video talking more about that topic if that's something that you're interested in learning about. So I hope this was helpful. If you guys have any questions about the visuals that we use or different communication tools that we use to communicate with some of our non-speaking students or our students that don't know other ways to communicate yet, be sure to let me know. I would be glad to answer any questions or try to talk more about it in depth if that's something that you would be interested in hearing about. So with that being said, if there's anything you would like me to talk about on my channel in the future, please be sure to let me know. And that's it for today. So I will see you guys next time.